This is looking crazy.
You too. What's good, man? You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, we back with another one, man. And today we will be watching and tuning in to Lil Durk's case. Apparently, it's going on right now. And I just want to say, man, I love y'all so much, man. I appreciate all the support. So, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, pat yourself on the back, man. Because we're on our way to 300 subscribers. Shout out my boy Yon in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, subscribe to the channel, man. Get your popcorn because shit's about to get spicy.
The Lil Durk case has major updates. A federal judge has approved that lyrics will be used against Durk in this case. This right here is huge because everyone was under the assumption lyrics couldn't be used in cases anymore. It's like, freedom of expression, it's art, whatever. Nah, the judge listened to the song and said, yeah, you can use that. That's the first thing. The second, 30-something witnesses. Let me just check. I have the exact number. What is it? 35 witnesses ready to testify against Lil Durk at trial. Mind you, the trial, I believe, is next week, and it's expected to last 2 to 3 weeks. They have 35 people going to testify against him. Now, those two things sound bad. One thing that sounds decent, they weren't fully able to get into his phone and get everything out of it, but they did get some screenshots, and it's alleged that they are going to be allowed to use whatever they found. Now, according to my mixtapes, the judge in Lil Durk's murder for hire case has ruled that the lyrics to "Pissed Me Off" may be used as evidence in the music video.
Chat, I don't know what to tell niggas, but 35 witnesses, bro, you're just not beating that. I'm sorry to tell you. And Durk's one of my favorite rappers. If you know me, you know Durk's one of my favorites. 35 witnesses, bro, you're fucking cooked. What's that one song? I fell to my knees when the law came. Hey, man, them saxophones, they're coming, baby. That's why you can't do crime and think you better get away with it. Not in this generation. Not these days. It's over with.
Be played at trial, but shout out to my boy Trap Lord Ross for the breakdown. He's actually been going, let me tell y'all this, Ross has been going to the court hearings in person and seeing all of this play out.
Judge is going to allow a lot of, not all, but a lot of lyrics that Durk has kind of put out there in his music to be used against him. Specifically, the judge ruled that the song "Pissed Me Off" and the music video could be used. The judge even said, I've watched the video, I've listened to the lyrics, and
just imagine if Durk really get convicted, he gotta shave his head, he look like a milk dog, just like this. This gonna be crazy. Like, I think him and Pugh Shiesty are fucked, for real. Like, they're screwed.
basically the word "slide for Von" came up several times. They said, look, the song was basically a calling to the public, a calling to other gang members to slide for Von. They brought up King Von's kids being mentioned in the song, Sun, and True. They did get it correct and say that True was King Von's daughter. I know that was a point of contention for a lot of people, whether that was son or daughter. It didn't really matter at this point.
That's crazy to hear. The judge actually sat down and listened to the song and was like, yeah, this sounds like exactly what it is. A few months ago, I realized I was probably overpaying for car insurance, and it was like every year the price just seemed to go up and up without me even questioning it. And insurance companies count on that. They don't expect you to see if there's anything cheaper out there. Then I found this site called Smarter Auto, and it took me like 2 minutes to check before I realized there were actually way cheaper options out there. So if you scan the QR code on the screen or click the link in the description, it'll take you over to Smarter Auto. You're just gonna answer a few basic questions and they are literally gonna show you cheaper options for auto insurance. It's completely free, it only takes a couple of minutes, and you will be able to pick the best plan for you. Pissed me off. You ain't get back for your mans, you in the club like he ain't dead. Nike ski mask for the COVID, the only time you ninjas wear it. Ninjas ran inside my crib, but the Glock 10 was by the bed. I'll give my gun to India before I put it in your hand. Now remember, this situation right here, talking about people running up in his crib, was one of the exact reasons they claimed they should be able to access the phone because of the home invasion, where him and India admitted to firing at home invaders, even though Durk is a convicted felon. I lost, bro. I can't be happy till we creep up on the score. I know ninjas act like they with it, but they bitches on the low. Why you ninjas posting son? Why you ninjas posting true? Why you act like you support us if you do hop in that coupe? Grab a gun. If you ain't with it, put up money for a gun. Put up money for a hot cop. Put up money for a bond. I don't see you on the regular, but I see you screaming Vaughn. I know that judge was like, ooh, damn, they finna use this shit against him. Grab a gun if you ain't with it. Put up money for a gun. Put up money for a hot car. Put up money for a bond. Break that down. Grab a gun if you a shooter, right? Grab a gun. But if you pussy, put up money for a gun. If you're not gonna use the gun, buy the gun so somebody else can use the gun, right? Put up money for a hot car, which I would interpret would be a stolen car. Put up money for a bond. Free the shooters. I don't see you on the regular, but I see you screaming Vaughn. Boy, no cap. I got killers that I love and they don't rap. Boy, no cap. I got rappers that I love and they gon' splat. If I die, just don't lie. Man, you ninjas better slide. If you can't get the main ninja, then you better get his guys. What? I pop pills until I pass out. I'm about to crash out. Mention bro, I'm on your live now that he can't laugh. I like this song, right?
We can see you like this song. Like I said, bro, Durk's one of the hardest to ever do it, bro, in my opinion. But it's sad to see a real nigga go out like this, man. You know what I mean? Like, this is really gonna like be rough when this shit it goes down, bro. Cause I'm a Durk fan. But like I said, bro, you know what I'm saying? I'm not biased, bro. If you did that, you gotta go do that crime. You gotta do that time, my man. If you did the crime, go do the time. Simple.
Know the song, and I mean, if you break it down, it doesn't sound good at all, which is why I think I like it. I got killers that I love and they don't rap, but no cap. I got rappers that I love and they gon' splat. If I die, just don't lie. Man, you ninjas better slide. If you can't get the main one, Quando Rondo, then you better get his guy. And that's exactly what happened. That is exactly why these lyrics are being used. Just continuing on, I pop pills until I pass out. I'm about to crash out. Mention Bronum on your live now. I know he can't laugh now. My favorite gonna switch. The switch is what Lil Pab got killed with, you know? I don't care about who you with. Nobody can time out. For them slide the next day. This shit cannot die down. Bro, them from a different state. Act like they from the rack now. He got switches. Oh, he got bitches. You know that shit be for the gram. I keep my distance. Listen, right? They're gonna do their best to tie this in. I feel like 98% of this is irrelevant, right? Mentioning pills, mentioning switches, mentioning lives. Just because somebody got killed with a switch doesn't mean Durk had involvement in it, right? Just because he's saying grab a gun if you ain't with it, put up money for a gun. I mean, all of these things, it's like the prosecutors can try to make him look bad, but it isn't a full-on admission of guilt. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely sounding like there was intent, but it's not a full-on admission, if that makes sense. But can it be used to make him look bad? 100%. And I think that's the line that you walk on when you do this type of music, when you want to speak on real things and you want to speak on things that have consequence. And that's the risk behind it. That's why people like it, because the music is so risky. And then when it all comes crumbling down, it's like, damn, bro, you were talking about this and that. And they're like, damn, bro, but you were listening to it. I thought this is the music y'all wanted. I was making this music because y'all like the music and the music pays me. But I kept it too real and said too much. And that's the sad reality of drill. Now, 2 more songs that got approved is Still Trappin' and Redman. Now, the Still Trappin' lyrics. This ain't OG, this is smoking. This that thrax for real. This that shit to have you choking. It got Tuka killed. Tuka has nothing to do with this. People chasing clout and claiming bodies they ain't do for real. And my bitch got ass shots. I promise that this strap is real, right? That gets repeated. Blank ain't gonna shoot for real. They ain't gonna shoot for real. Call up Muwap, he grab his Glock and he gonna shoot to kill. Well, we know that's true because Muwap is doing life for killing FBG Duck. I done hit stains for real. Got gang for real. Ain't go to jail and tell. I done sent hits from my cell. Ugh, that's not a good one. That's not a good lyric. All these bails came from the cartel. Well, I mean, his lawyer could be like, Your Honor, he's never been caught selling drugs, you know? Who got nailed? That boy a trophy. I'm gonna put him on a shelf. I mean, this is drill music, you know? I ain't gonna lie, that little shit major. My hoes carry tasers. When it comes to this little paper, my shit come in pages. When I had to slow down out them drugs, I had to go through phases. Even though we fighting all them cases, keeping guns on stages. I don't know what the fuck they really gonna use out of this. Last stop, he over gas. He got backdoored. What lyric in this do they feel like has anything to do with this case? The only thing that I can think of where it's like putting a name on it, because it's just the Muwap shit, but that has absolutely not a fuck thing to do with this. That's the Duck case. Now the Redman lyrics.
Ski.
Let's see. I ain't get a chance to tell you I love you. I'm telling you I love you now. And you ain't gotta ride with your gun every time you're outside in the shy. You never had that feeling in the stomach you gonna die. Baka, baka, baka. How you know up from your hood? Shots fired was a homicide. Yeah, this has. Well, they asked me where I'm gonna be in 10 years. Fuck. They asked me where I'm gonna be in 10 years. Shit, I said the feds. They asked me what I'm gonna do about Crump. Shit, he dead. Come on, Durk. That's a tough one to argue. They asked me where I'm gonna be in 10 years. Shit, I said the feds. Now, I'm not saying he had nothing to do with Crump. Everybody knows Crump was a shit talker. One of the best from Chicago. And he used to always go at Durk. And he used to make videos. I'm with the one that killed Durk's cousin right now.
Them left Newski. They left his ass right here. You feel me? They left his ass up here on folks and them tweaking. Buying some shoes. Y'all see real niggas be up here though. Nigga play with me up here on folks in this building, bitch on the news. I look like Newski. Hit his ass up right here on Pat. I'm with the nigga that did. He don't want to be on camera though. Hit his ass up right here on Pat. You hit me? They fucked my boy up. Right here, you feel me? Historic events. Y'all know I'm gonna bring y'all around this shit. Historic events. Wish a nigga would play with me, boy. I look like Newski.
Yeah, well, they ended up playing with him. He got shot, killed, and then a picture came out of him on the ground as they were trying to resuscitate him. And I mean, the person that he's saying that he's with that killed Newski was alleged to be 051 Melly. He also got killed in a party. And I think they said he was even there when Crump got killed. I don't know the whole timeline. I'm sure like the Chirac nerds gonna be in the comments correcting me like, oh no, this is what happened first, and da, 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 da. And the whole time they live in like fucking Alaska or some shit. But dude was super disrespectful, so you know it makes sense that Durk dissed him, but that doesn't mean he had any direct involvement. Now, the government reportedly has 35 witnesses ready to testify against Lil Durk at next week's trial, with 20 of them being key witnesses. A woman named Mel would take to Twitter saying, last bits, government has 35 witnesses. Judge was shocked by this, laughed my ass off. With all exaggeration, he said 35? 20 of them are substantive. Trial expected to last 2 to 3 weeks, Monday to Friday, 8:30 to 4:30. Anonymous jury still not decided, but he's leaning toward attorneys now. Jurors names, defendants do not. Judge expects jury to be seated on Friday, August 21st, and openings to start right after. Each side gets 1 hour. Defense can split the hour up, 20 minutes each defendant, or one attorney does openings for entire defense. Next hearing is August 18th. Now, as soon as this dropped, it was posted to Chiracology, and I mean, you can just see the comments section, you know? It's cooked. SMH, isn't it? It's over. You better ask Thug how to be a Mason to beat your case. Grease. You know, it's just.
Like I said, bro, like Durk's cooked, bro. And like I said before, bro, he's one of my favorite artists. But he is chicken grease. Like 35, 32 witnesses and they're testifying against me, bro. Yeah. Everybody give his ass the baldy. The Michael Jordan.
A lot of people are automatically counting Durk out because there's 35 witnesses, but don't take this as fact. But from what I think I know, when it comes to witnesses that are going to be testifying, it isn't just going to be like, oh yeah, this dude paid me, Durk paid me to go shoot, da 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 da. Now don't get me wrong, it could be that, but it could also be the police, it could be the investigators, it could be, you know, the same cops that went into Durk's house for the home invasion to investigate that. They might be bringing someone in like that so they can testify as a means to be like, yeah, this is why we should be able to have the phone. It could be a fucking, you know, they're talking about bringing in a gang expert who's gonna break down, oh, Durk's a BD from Chicago and the BDs go to war with the GDs and da 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 da. It could be a lot of shit like that, right? The prosecution is gonna try to make this excessive. They're gonna try to make you look bad in so many ways that they're gonna bring in 35 people to make you look bad. So if the first example doesn't do it, they have 34 more examples. And the reason they do that is because they want to tire out the jury. We're gonna tell you this dude is so bad for hours over a 2 to 3 week period until you're convinced. And Durk's lawyer is gonna have to throw all that shit away and try to sway them in another direction. So I don't think the 35 witnesses means he's done, he's cooked. It's just an attempt by the feds to overkill him. Now, Lil Durk allegedly apparently laughed after prosecutors revealed they only have 4 screenshots from his seized phone because they don't have his password to access the full download. Mel would post to Twitter, let me give additional context. One of the arguments Durk's attorney was making is that because the phone hasn't been properly unlocked, the download they have is very limited. So the government wants...
I don't know what the fuck he's laughing at. Nigga, this is the feds we're talking. Nigga, they're about to transformer that shit. Bet your ass, nigga, they are gonna get in that phone. Wait. And when they get in that motherfucker... Boy, there's no telling what the fuck you got up there, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
To use 4 screenshots from the phone, but because the download is limited, they actually can't see where the screenshots came from. They can't see who sent them, Durk or someone else, when Durk responded to it, if he did, etc. In order to do a full download and get that additional info, Durk would have to give them the password. He chuckled when the government said this, or they need somebody to hack it. Basically, they are currently trying to hack it. So judge left it at government. You keep trying to hack into it, and if you get in there, the defense can have one of their experts review the info as well. For now, this issue will be taken under submission, but the attorney should prepare as if the phone evidence will be admitted. So the feds have less than a week to hack into this iPhone that they've apparently had since the home invasion, which I believe was in 2021.
Nigga, they got a week to get in his phone. Say, my nigga, say goodbye. Serenado, nigga, you're fucked. A week? Bro, let them niggas pay one of these geeks, niggas. I'm talking about one of these niggas who go to fucking Harvard or somewhere. You're fucked. A week? That's too much time.
Maybe. Oh, I mean, if they haven't gotten into it by now. Now, somebody would comment, special iPhone features to match.
You give me that motherfucker, nigga. A week, I'm busting that bitch down. The fuck?
Maximize security. If Lil Durk used standard high-level iOS security configurations before his phone was taken, he essentially locked the feds out for good. Anyone can use these same native iPhone features to make a device virtually impossible to hack. Alphanumeric passcodes. The biggest mistake people make is using a simple 4-digit or 6-digit PIN. If you change your settings to a custom alphanumeric code using a mix of long letters, numbers, and symbols, it fundamentally breaks forensic hacking tools. A 6-digit code can be cracked in days. A complex 10-character alphanumeric password could take forensic machines hundreds of years to brute force due to Apple's chip-enforced delays. Lockdown mode. This extreme security mode completely blocks configuration profiles, shuts down wired computer connections when the phone is locked, and strips out complex web technologies that hackers use to inject spyware into a device. Advanced data protection. Turning this on expands Apple's end-to-end encryption to iCloud backups, notes, and photos. Even if the feds try to bypass the physical phone by subpoenaing Apple for cloud storage, Apple physically does not hold the encryption keys anymore. Only the user's trusted device does. Auto erase function. You can toggle a setting that automatically wipes all eternal data from the iPhone permanently after 10 consecutive failed passcode attempts. Damn, who is this? Shout out to bruh. Unless he just chat GBT'd all that shit. If that's the case, they might not get the damn thing out of that phone. Now, how big of an impact is that gonna make? I'm not sure, but a win is a win. And if the feds are trying to include something in a case and you're able, or you really don't have to do anything, they're just unable to do it, that's a win. Now, how do I feel? I think a lot of things are being exaggerated and blown out of proportion. I don't think those lyrics are really damaging. I think it's just going to be used to make him look a certain way. I don't think 35 witnesses means he's cooked. I just think they're trying to, again, make him look a certain way, and they're going to bring on whoever they can to make this seem how they want it to seem. And as far as the phone thing, I mean, it is what it is. But that's the update for now. It's 1090 Jake. I'm rocking with.
Bro, chat, he's cooked. How do I tell you, bro? 35 witness. And trust, bro, they're gonna get in that phone. And then they might not even need the phone, bro. Those songs alone, bro, just paints the narrative, bro. And it's not a good look, bro. Like, you look like a cold-blood killer out here, bro. They put the pieces together like the $1 Million Game, your lyrics, like they're using the OTF cards to do the hit in LA. I'm telling you, boy, that's not good. And then I heard that he's going to trial for 2 different cases. That's not looking good for him, bro. But we're gonna see what goes on. I'm gonna keep y'all updated. Subscribe to the channel, turn your post notifications on. Love y'all niggas.